Time for some Makinamoto news. So, ang pinag-uusapan ng karamihang mga riders nowadays is the whole idea na mawawala na yung 400cc rule sa NLEX and SLEX. So, of course, a lot of the riders in the Luzon area, they're like affected by this. So, meron ka na mga pro for it, meron ka na mga anti for it, and then you have the car guys and they have their opinions too on the matter. Now, I just wanted to share my 2 cents on that. But before anything, I'd like to explain lang just a bit of history kung paano ba tayo narating sa 400cc na yan. If you look at the law, actually, bawal talaga lahat ng motor. We are not allowed on the expressways, period. There was a time though na na-amend yun. Diba? There was this big movement, umangal ng mga riders, and then, okay, pwede na mga motor sa highway. And then, somewhere down the line, last minute, biglang sabi, ops, pwede nga, pero 400cc and up lang. So, parang, kompromiso bigla kasi parang andyan kung take it or leave it, 400cc ayaw nyo, di wag na, o sige, game, 400cc, done. So since then till now, 400cc ang inaalaw sa expressway. Pero bakit 400cc? Okay, if you're thinking it's because there was research behind it or there's a scientific basis or talagang pinag-usapan nila kung ano yung tamang cc sa highway, hindi po nangyari yon. They came up with 400cc because during that time, yun yung karamihan ng mga big bike. Alright? Wala, alanganin pa yung 250, 300, there just weren't that many bikes like that. Pero 400 and up, marami na. Yun yung rason kung bakit 400cc yung rule. If there's basis for that, then expressways all over the world. Pero hindi naman ganun, iba-iba yun. Iba, wala talagang restrictions like Malaysia, everybody can get on the highway. Indonesia naman, lahat ng motor bawal. So, iba-iba So, 400cc in itself, there is no safety reason behind that. For me, it's about time na mapalitan na yung rule na yon. At the very least, if we're going to decide on a limit or a certain engine that can get on the expressway, then mag-research naman po tayo at let's do a study maybe and we find out how to go about this. I'm not for changing the rule just like that. Okay, buksan na natin para sa motor lahat. Game na, di ba? I think there's some things that should be set first. I think kailangan plansyahin talaga natin to kasi bottom line, let's start with the cons first. Like one, ang dami nagsasabi na dadami ang kamote sa highway, dami mamatay, dadami aksidente, gugulo lang yung sistema, all of these things. All of these cons, if you think about it, revolves around safety, right? Konti lang naman yung mga naririnig ko mga elitista na you don't deserve to be on the highway kasi maliit lang yung motor mo. I mean, that's a small, yung mga ganun, wag na natin pansinin, mga walang kwenta kausap yung mga yan. But if we're gonna talk about yung these safety issues, all of these can be addressed. Kaya natin yan ayusin. One, about the accidents and about the dami kamote and all of that. One, the whole kamote thing. One, I feel that hindi lahat ng tao dapat bigyan ng motorcycle license. They have to go through school, they have to study. Hindi yung, first year high school pa ako nagmotor, alam ko na yan. No, you certify yourself, you show officials na kaya mo at marunong ka magmotor at alam mo yung disiplina. Number 2, enforcement, diba? Kaya nga may speed limit Kung papasok ang mga motor sa highway, talagang we will enforce, walang mag-overspeeding, and that goes the same for cars. Pati mga auto, diba? Kung 100 kph ang usapan sa NLEX, XLEX, hanggang doon lang tayo, diba? Kung lahat tayo nandun sa speed na yon, walang humahataw, kawawa yung mas maliit na sasakyan na mabubuga ng matinding hangin, diba? We all follow the rules, and then we enforce them. And then we also bring up yung mga penalties. Talagang kung may gagong nangangarera sa highway endangering lives, revoke nyo agad yung lisensya. Walang fine. Don't ride anymore. Don't drive anymore. Tapos, di ba? Make it strict, enforce it. Is it too harsh? Sa akin, tama lang yan. Kasi tinataya mo buhay ng ibang tao. Ano ba naman ang lisensya sa buhay ng kamag-anak natin, ng anak ko, kamag-anak mo, tatay mo, or your cousin that's going out there because you got some crazy guy who just wants to race. And so, revoke mo yung license, di ba? Make really stiff penalties. I mean, if they sit down, pwede pa nilang himayin yan, Another thing I would suggest, if it's possible, motorcycle lane talaga. I mean, we have a dedicated motorcycle lane na hindi pwedeng pumasok ang kotse, bus, motor lang. At yung mga motor, disiplina rin within the speed limit, doon lang sila, di ba? Walang makulit. Kasi ang pakay natin dito is the convenience of the expressway. Na hindi na tayo dadaan sa bayan-bayan, stop and go, which is masaya din naman. So, a dedicated motorcycle lane, okay din yon. Now, from the cons, let's talk about the pros naman. The motorcycle industry, pag binaba natin yung 400cc, for me, ang sa akin, ang sweet spot, 250cc. Kasi maraming 250cc, they're quite capable and able in the highway. These modern engines, kayang-kaya naman yun eh. Anything below that, I mean, if you have a smaller bike, konting ipon na lang, mag 250cc ka na lang, di ba? One of the pros here, the motorcycle industry will flourish. It will boom. It's gonna be good for the economy. It's gonna create jobs. Okay talaga siya. Bakit lalakas ang motorcycle industry? Kasi, you have a lot of the car guys. It's a good market kasi para conversion for them to transfer from cars to motorcycles. But if you ask them, ayoko bumili ng motor. So, kunyari, pasubok, syempre, you don't wanna shell out big bucks right away, di ba? So, maraming affordable motorcycles dyan below 100. Pero pag kinausap mo ang car guys, sabihin nila, hindi ako makaka-highway eh. Ba't ko bibili niyan? For those guys who can afford big bikes that can get on the highway, sabihin naman nila, although they can afford it, sabihin naman nila, ang mahal-mahal big bike para lang maka-highway, kukotse na lang ako, di ba? So, may ganun angulo yung 400cc rule na yan. Nakaka-diskaril ng diskarte ng pagpili ng motor talaga. So, anong sinasabi mo, Zach? Is this all about motorcycle sales? No. It's about easing the traffic congestion in the metro. What is the true solution to our traffic problem? Diba? Think about it. Alam ka naman lalakihan natin yung mga kalsada. Uurong tayo ng mga building. Hindi mangyayari yun. Kahit anong odd-even scheme ninyo, kahit anong isipin ninyo about that, it's not gonna work. I even heard a few months ago yung magkaka-coding scheme based on car brand. Malabo yun. Ano yun? Sige, one day, lahat ng mga parents na may anak nagdodota, bawal na on Monday ha. Wala nang connection eh, di ba? Parang ano yun? What are you? Di ba? Ang sa akin, kung hindi natin mapapalaki yung mga daan, iliitan natin yung mga sasakyan natin. But for people to consider and buy motorcycles, we have to make it convenient for them also. Kung mas affordable na, kunyari, sa 250cc range, meron ng mga maraming motor na pagpipilian na pwede na mag-highway. So si car guy, na ay pag gumastos sa malaking big bike, subok-subok muna, okay yan ah. Sige nga, masubukan nga at makarating na ako sa pupuntahan ko na mas madalas. You cannot believe what good traffic situation can do to the economy also. Mas maayos ang daloy ng traffic, yung mood ng tao. If you think about it, ano yung pinaka-valuable thing sa atin lahat? If you think about it, it's time. Why am I gonna spend so much time in a car just sitting down when I can do so many things? Spend more time with my family, get from point A to point B quicker, get to my destination faster, get more things done. Time is so important sa atin. So, sa pagtanggal ng 400cc rules sa expressway NLEX, I am totally for that, but with certain rules that go along with it. Ayusin talaga natin bago tayo mag-jump into that. I think we should be thorough, hindi yung bukas, game na guys! Woo! Wag. I mean, kailangan maayos yung mga rider. Enforce talaga natin yung speed limit. Walang kamote, walang karerahan dyan. Maayos. Para maganda tignan, di ba? Maayos. Pag marami ng interested bumibili, to the consumer, maganda din yun. Dadami rin yung choices. Mas magiging competitive yung mga manufacturers. Prices will drop. It's so good for the economy. Again, I'm just speaking. This is such a big issue in Luzon. Down south, it's not too much of an issue eh. Pero dito talaga, with all the places you can go through by NLEX and SLEX, sobrang okay talaga to. So there you have it. This is sort of like an editorial edition of Makinamoto News. So if you have any ideas and suggestions, you can put it in the comments below, and let's discuss, let's see how we can further push this na maayos siya, diba? This is Zach. Ciao.